tell you something real. The winner's mentality isn't about medals, applause, or your followers. It's about what the hell you do when no one's watching, when the lights are off, and all you've got left is pain, fatigue, and the sound of your own doubt whispering in your ear. Winners, they're forged in the fire. You don't wake up with a winner's mindset. You build it. You build it through the grind. Through the days your body says no and your mind says hell yes. You build it when you're alone, broken, tired, and somehow you find the strength to go again. You think greatness is some God-given gift? No, it's a choice. Every single day. When it's cold, run. When it hurts, push. When it breaks you, stand the hell up. That's the mentality. A winner doesn't wait for motivation. They don't care about being inspired. They inspire themselves by doing the hard S when no one else will. They suffer by design. They hunt down adversity because that's where they sharpen the blade. You've got to be willing to suffer longer than anyone else, to bleed for every inch. And when your mind says you're done, a winner says, I'm just getting started. So don't ask how to get there. Ask how much you're willing to hurt for it. That's the difference between average and unstoppable. Get hard, stay hard, become savage. Because the winner's mentality, it doesn't switch off. It doesn't take weekends, and it sure as hell doesn't back down. Relentless discipline isn't about getting it right once or twice. It's not about showing up when you're feeling good or when the stars align. It's about consistency without compromise. Every single day, regardless of mood, weather, or circumstances, you show up and execute. Discipline means doing the work even when you're tired, sore, uninspired, or surrounded by people who don't believe in you. It's waking up before the sun, lacing up your shoes when your legs feel like concrete, and showing up to grind when no one else will. It's brushing your teeth with blood in your mouth and still getting the reps in. That's what separates the driven from the weak, because motivation is temporary, but discipline, that's the armor that protects your mission. It's not glamorous, it's not loud, it's quiet, brutal repetition in the dark. Over and over again, relentless discipline turns the impossible into routine. It rewires your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and become someone who executes nonstop. You don't need to wait for a perfect plan. You don't need another guru. What you need is to stop negotiating with weakness and take full ownership of your mind. Discipline kills the voice that tells you hit snooze. It erases the gap between who you are and who you could be. It's the voice that says you're not tired, you're just soft. Get up. Relentless discipline is ruthless with excuses, brutal with laziness, and addicted to progress. If you can live inside that mindset day in and day out, even hell will have to get out of your way. Because you'll become someone who doesn't break. Someone who builds greatness on purpose. Pain isn't the enemy, it's the gatekeeper to greatness. Most people run from it. Winners, they run straight at it. They don't just tolerate discomfort, they crave it. They know that every ache, every struggle, every ounce of suffering is a tool. You don't grow in the comfort zone, you grow in the pain cave where most people tap out, but you dig in. Winners understand that pain is the tuition you pay to walk into uncommon territory. Every rep when your muscles screamed, every mile when your lungs were on fire, that's the currency of change. You want to change your life? Then suffer for it. Learn to sit in that fire. Learn to love that fire. Discomfort exposes who you really are. When your back's against the wall, there's no pretending. Are you the kind that folds or the kind that fights? The embrace of pain isn't some motivational poster. It's real and it's ugly. It's waking up sore and doing it anyway. It's failing and showing up harder the next day. It's carrying the weight when everyone else drops it. You stop running from what hurts and start using it. Pain becomes fuel. Discomfort becomes your compass. Because on the other side of that suffering, that's where the real you lives. And the moment you stop avoiding it, you become dangerous, unstoppable, unbreakable. This isn't about being better than anyone else. It's about being better than the weak version of you. Every damn day. Winners don't chase clout approval or attention. They chase ownership. They're obsessed with turning their flaws into weapons. They look in the mirror, don't flinch. Every weakness, every excuse, every lie they've told themselves, they face it, they dissect it, then they go to war with it. Self-mastery means becoming a savage in the mind before you ever touch the battlefield. It's a ruthless commitment to accountability. You don't point fingers. You don't blame your past. You own everything, your actions, your choices, your habits, your results. That's the price of greatness. This isn't balance, it's obsession. You train when others relax. You study when others scroll. You evolve while the world sleeps. There's no off season. There's no I've made it. There's only what's next. Winners never plateau. They reinvent, refine, rebuild. They become students of their own mind, body, and soul. Always learning, always leveling up. They don't need applause. They crave improvement. That's why the average can't keep up. Self-mastery is violent. It's painful. It's lonely. But if you can commit to that internal war, to sharpening your own blade every single day, you'll become the kind of person even fear refuses to approach. Because you've already conquered the most dangerous enemy there is, yourself. This is what separates the real ones from the tourists. When everyone else hits their wall and folds, the ones with no quit DNA break through it. Winners aren't faster, smarter, or luckier. They just refuse to stay down. You can beat them, hurt them, drag them through hell, but you can't make them quit. That's their edge. They burned the option of surrender. They've erased the plan B. When most people stop at 40%, they tap into the savage inside that says, we're not done. Quitting isn't in their blood. They'll keep moving, limping, crawling, whatever it takes, because when the mission is everything, comfort means nothing. This kind of mindset doesn't come from motivation. It comes from suffering, from being broken and still lacing up your boots, from hearing the voice in your head scream, quit, and answering, not today. Winners with no quit DNA know that every obstacle is just a test, and they've made a lifestyle out of passing tests most people wouldn't dare take. Every setback, fuel. Every failure, data. Every storm, a chance to prove that nothing breaks them. This isn't just mental toughness, it's spiritual warfare. And once you've decided that you'll die before you quit, you become something the world doesn't ready for.